大家好啊！今日係2025年嘅4月13號啦。咁我嚟到尖沙咀海運戲院咧，睇啲咩咧？就係 The Room 嘅重映啦。咁今次咧最特別嘅地方咧，就係喺戲入邊，阿媽咧都會親自嚟香港見我哋觀眾啦。咁我哋一陣見面嘅時候再拍片俾大家睇啦。哇！已經有好多人等緊啦，睇下。好多人期待已久啊！
一份嘅，好。
兩份唔該。
兩份嘅。係。好，唔該晒。
唔該兩份。
係，因為兩
多留啊，唔該。
遲單佢叫。
睇咩嚟嘅？好嘢！哇！好啦，準備入場啦，好多人啊，好期待啊！
Sorry. What an incredible dramatic film. Oh, hi, Hong Kong. Hey, it's how many people here have never seen this movie before? I've been very fortunate to be in your amazing city, and I gotta say, you guys have such great taste in film. So I want to hear your questions, though. I know you guys probably have a few. I haven't seen this movie many times because as soon as the sex scenes come on, I leave. But yeah, if you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. I want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, up there. I will say this, it's a lot better now than it was in the room. Lisa's long gone. Who else? Yeah.
So in the film, at the end, you had planned to kiss onto Tommy, and is this the most intimate you had with him, or are there something else?
You mean the kiss at the end?
Yeah. Has there been anything more intimate between you and Tommy?
That was a very romantic. I think that kiss may have been the best kiss in the film. True friendship. You know what? Actually, that's a really good question. Let me call somebody and see what he thinks. Hold on one second.
No Lisa, please. No Lisa.
Hey.
Is it Tommy? Is it Tommy? Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Guys, I have my best friend on the line. He wants to say something. Here you go.
Hi, Tommy.
You're tearing me apart, Hong Kong. Be good to each other, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We love you, Tommy.
All right.
Come home, Tommy. Come home,
Thanks, Tommy. guys, he's never agreed to do that before. He says, I'm sorry, vampire sleeping. But yeah, that, you know what? It was a great moment on screen, very romantic. So, well, I guess we'll have to see with the sequel if that anything can beat that. All right, who else? Yeah, up there.
Hey, hi Greg. I want to ask how you end up in Hong Kong? How did they invite you?
I mean, what? It's an incredible city. We came to see you guys, and then we're going to Disneyland. But now we never want to leave because it's so great. All right, up there.
Hi, Greg. If time is go back, would you want to take this opportunity to play the role? If so, which scenes or which one you will change the way you will act?
I don't know if I could say I acted in any of them, but I would say to me the most potent scene in the room is the high mark scene. Because it's just one of those scenes that you can play for any audience member, an 8-year-old, 90-year-old, and they're gonna say, what in the hell is this? So, I think that's where you know, I think the flower shop scene with the dog, I think that's the moment when you know you're watching something special, and then I think the high mark scene is where you're like, my life has changed forever.
Describe your relationship with Tommy Wiseau. It's like the movie.
It's just like the movie. In fact, last summer it was my birthday, and I went to go see Tommy in San Francisco, and I picked him up on Guerrero Street. Whoa. And he gets in the car and he says, hi, how are you? Oh my God, I forgot something. He goes back inside and comes out with a football. I just shook my head and said, life's amazing. So the room is exactly our friendship, but no Lisa anymore.
Oh, hi, Mark. I dressed like Johnny on purpose, and I'd like to ask you something.
My God, you look like Babyface.
Mark, I want to ask, why is Lisa that sociopath? Would you answer me? I don't believe women act like this all the time.
Yeah, you know what, it's, I always ask Tommy about, you know, can I meet the real Lisa, or is Lisa based on somebody? And he said, yeah, there's real Mark, there's real Lisa, there's real Claudette, everyone based on someone. So I don't know, out there somewhere is Lisa, but I think, you know, we got to watch The Room more to study it.
Okay. Hi, Greg. I have a question for you about The Disaster Artist, which is the book that you wrote and got adapted into a movie. So in the movie, it was you and Tommy who were working in this film, but end up you guys splitting because of creative difference or because you just got disappointed with him. Is that true? And after the film with the Disaster Artist, you guys got reunited for more films like Big Shot or Best Friends. And how do you feel like to work with him again? And do you guys sort out all the differences and become friends again? Just want to know if that is true in the movie Disaster Artist.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know, Tommy wanted to make The Room and he really needed somebody to believe in his vision. And I was there. I thought Tommy was very entertaining. And I think Tommy in the right role is a really fascinating actor. I really like it when Tommy plays a role very serious. And really goes for it, like he's trying to be the next Marlon Brando. And I think in the movie we made Best Friends, he was very, he gave a great performance. He plays a vampire mortician, and he did a really fabulous job. So it all worked out, and I really enjoy the right part working with him. I think you had a question. Yeah. I don't know if I could have come up with that great a dialogue. It was, so the script of The Room is incredible. Like if you sit and read it, there's a laugh on every single page. Like, and Tommy insisted that we say the dialogue. Like there's no improvising. When I agreed to play the role of Mark, I said, hey, maybe, Mark's a police officer and he's hanging out and he's got a bike and he's like, I stop you right now. Don't try to be Hitchcock. I was like, yeah, you're right. All right. So we all just stuck to saying that exact dialogue, and I'm really glad we did, because that's what makes The Room so quotable. I mean, I've never said outside of The Room, leave your stupid comments in your pocket, but I'm so glad we got it on camera. I really, I have been like to Europe and I've been to Australia, New Zealand, I've been a lot of places, but I love the way you guys applaud. I think it adds a really classy touch to it, almost like we're watching live theater. I love also the way you guys brought a sense of joy to it with your participation. In America, it's a little bit more mocking and interacting with it that way, but I loved kind of the joy and the celebration you guys brought to it.
Why weren't you in the underwear commercial?
I was out of town that day.
Hi, Mark. Is the remix still going on?
We reshot the scenes as a tribute, and the amazing Bob Odenkirk played the role of Johnny. And he sold every line, he played it like a drama, and I was very fortunate. This time, I got to play Chris R. And I didn't have 5 fucking minutes, so you're gonna really love it. Time for 2 more questions. Right there.
Was Chris R a real person or what?
What's up?
Chris R, was he real or was he based on a real character or?
So when Tommy had me read the original draft of The Room, there was no Denny, there was no Chris R, there was no Mike. And then all of a sudden he's like, we don't do play now, we do movie. So I was reading it and Chris R was there. And I was like, what's his last name? And he said, he doesn't have last name. And I'm like, what's the R stand for? He's like, well, he's gangster. And that's all the info I ever got about Chris R. He said he's gangster like Al Capone.
Did your mom watch the movie of The Room? The parents.
You know what? So when we were filming The Room, we shot the movie for about 6 months. So I didn't see my family for a while. So they asked me, like, what the hell have you been up to for 6 months? And I had a rough cut of the movie that Tommy had put together. And I was like, well, sit down, I'll show you. And it was a VHS, and I put in the VHS, and about 7 minutes in, my mom was like, did you make a porno? And I swear, to this day, like, she cannot believe that people legit love this movie. Like, she's like, you're in Hong Kong, is anybody gonna watch it? I'm like, no, seriously, they have such a good time. But like, still to this day, over 20 years later, she cannot believe that people like love this movie. But she's now a fan. She's like, well, tell me what they say. And so, hard to believe. All right, one more question. Anybody have one? All the way in the back.
How you feel after shoot this movie?
I thought, man, this is gonna win an Oscar. No, I thought, what did I think? I was just very grateful that I survived it. And then Tommy called and said, Greg, we need to go to San Francisco. We have more scenes to shoot. And I feel like filming has just continued for 20 years. But it's been an incredible time, and I want to thank you guys so much for showing up and celebrating this movie and supporting it. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
好多謝咁多位，咁我哋再次俾熱烈嘅掌聲入嚟，係會同各位嘅大合照嘅。
Let me send this video to Tommy real fast.
好 ，OK， 咁大家望住攝影機呢邊先，望住呢邊。好，呢邊先。不如大家3、2、1講一句 Oh hi 嗎？係啊，拍咗 video 先，好，3、2、1。手持住同阿媽影相嘅影相醜嘅觀眾咧，可以留翻喺座位上面嘅，其他觀眾可以隨兩邊離場啊！好 ，thank you 大家。拜拜。